Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Beauty Brief, your go-to podcast for all things makeup and beauty. I'm your host, MaddiePeed, and let's get into it. Okay, now the sunglasses are off. The eye infection is gone. Thank you, Jesus. If you are following along on my Instagram or my TikTok or my shorts, thank you so much for all the kind words and the love and the support. Everybody was very dedicated to the situation, and I very much appreciate it. But we are through the battle. It is cleared up, but I still have no eye makeup on. I'm probably not going to be wearing eye makeup for the next probably 4 weeks. I'm a little traumatized, I'm going to be completely honest. And honestly, I'm kind of liking the complexion and lip only. I think it's kind of a vibe. Either way, we are starting the podcast off with beauty news. What's going on in the beauty world? All the tea, all the dirt, all the surprises. Starting out first, there has been a new teased flavor of the Rhode lip treatment. Hailey Bieber posted herself in like a banana emoji type thing on her Instagram story, and everybody was like, oh my God, is this a teaser? Are we getting a banana one? Now, I wouldn't read that deep into the situation, but I love banana flavored things. Banana Slurpee, the banana marshmallow candies. Banana is just the superior flavor. So when I saw that she was coming out, or maybe there's word that she might come out with a banana flavored lip treatment, I was all ears. Plus, she has reformulated the lip treatment, so it's not crunchy anymore. So if she comes out with the banana one, I definitely need to get my hands on it. It's also a flavor I have never seen before. I'm the first to say we are lip buttered, lip treatmented out. However, when there is a cool, new, and unique flavor, I'm like all ears. Because at the end of the day, a lip butter is a lip butter. It's one of my most used products. It is what it is. Okay, next up, Kim Kardashian. She was on the Call Her Daddy podcast where she announced that Skims beauty is going to be becoming a thing, and it is going to be literally exactly like KKW beauty. She talked about bringing back like original products, reformulations of old products, and how it's really going to be the KKW beauty vibe, which makes sense because she did sell the company to Skims beauty from my understanding. So like legally she can just come out with the products again. There is nothing holding her back. So honestly, I am totally here for it. I was never a big KKW beauty user, but I think the timing is really, really good because people are really into nostalgic makeup. People are getting back into like the glam 2016 makeup, and this to me was exactly that. So I think it is really, really good timing on her part, and I know a lot of people really did like KKW beauty. So I'm excited to see what she does with it, in all honesty, and I'm actually shocked that I'm like excited for it. Like I said, I wasn't a big KKW beauty user to begin with. Okay, moving on. This one was such a surprise. MAC Cosmetics was seen in CVS, and I don't know how I feel about it. Actually, I do know how I feel about it, and it's not great. It's not great at all. MAC Cosmetics is one of those brands where like they have stuck to their own brand, their own stores for years, since the beginning of their days. They have their flagship stores. That's where they are. Yes, maybe they're in some department stores, but they're MAC. And even going into department stores, it's like you enter the MAC area of the department store. They are still so true to their brand. MAC Cosmetics is that cool girl energy. Even when they launched in Sephora, that was a surprise to me personally, because I feel like with Sephora, it's a little bit challenging for brands to find that individuality and that strong branding like MAC Cosmetics has. It's different to go from like flagship stores to having a gondola in Sephora, let's be honest. So to see MAC Cosmetics in CVS in this tiny little like end aisle gondola situation, I was like, what? Everybody in the Trend Mood post was like, no, this can't be real. Like, this is a joke. And Trend Mood actually had to comment on that post saying, this is not a joke. This is actually legit. This was actually spotted in CVS. Okay, wait, I just looked at the Instagram post again, and it says, update, MAC Cosmetics confirmed that CVS is not an authorized MAC retailer. So I'm so confused why CVS just like threw some MAC products out there. What store was this at? I'm so confused. I have so many questions. If anyone has any information on this, please let me know. Okay, guys, moving on to our next segment. You already know it is latest beauty launches smash or pass, where we go through all of the new beauty launches which have been announced or teased or leaked for that matter, and I will tell you whether I think they're worth a smash or a pass. Okay, Patrick Ta Beauty is on one at the moment because I swear to God I've mentioned them in the last like 4 episodes. Anyways, he's launching new shades of his major volume plumping lip gloss. This is a formula I've yet to try, but I always see it on his Instagram because he's always using it when he's doing someone's glam, and it looks so beautiful. beautiful. The new shades are like, they're good. They're all right. Anyways, the formula says to be a hydrating, high shine plumping lip gloss that gives the appearance of fuller, poutier, more voluminous lips. Available in a sheer and rich formula. Oh, I didn't realize he had sheer and rich. News to me. Either way, it is $26. All 3 shades which he is coming out with are all sheer finishes. There is For the Girls, which is a hot pink shade, Main Stage, which is a cranberry shade, and then Unavailable, which is a burgundy shade. Main Stage and Unavailable, the 2 deeper ones, are really, really beautiful going into the fall months. I don't know. There's so many lip gloss formulas on the market. It's honestly a little bit overwhelming, and I have the ones that I personally really, really like. If you have any experience with this formula, please let me know. My one picky thing about lip glosses is when they are super, super sticky and thick. They look amazing in the moment, but I find wearability wise, I just don't love it. So I'm still skeptical. I'd love to know your opinion. For now, it's a pass. Okay, MAC is listening to us consumers, and it makes me so happy because OG MAC is back. They are coming out with another Disney collection. This one is the Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck one. It's inspired by the signature styles of Disney's Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck. The collection includes 3 different luster glass sheer shine lipsticks, $29. The first shade is Gal Pals, which is this like beautiful sheer violet shade. There's Minnie Woo, which is a sheer bluey red shade, and then Upsy Daisy, which is a sheer rosy shade. Then there are 3 different shades of the lip gloss. There is Out on the Town, Dress Up, and Pink Polka. Then there's also a set of lashes. Those are $17. The lashes are kind of random, but it's also kind of a signature for MAC Cosmetics, so it's a standard at this point, I feel. It's not a super extensive collection, but I always just feel like with MAC Cosmetics that things are always very intentionally placed and selected. Like the products just make sense and they put thought into it and make sense cohesively with the theming, with what people want with limited edition shades and things like that. I'm just so happy to see this from them, and I'm happy to see that they're listening, that customers and consumers want OG nostalgic collections back. Give the people what they want. Let's do it. It is a smash. Moving on to a Halloween collection, which is honestly just like so refreshing because there are a lot of holiday collections launching, and there have been for the last like month or so. And don't get me wrong, I love the holidays. I love Christmas, but it's always just like, let's chill a little bit. Let's just like enjoy Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of those festivities, and just like allow us time to like dive into those before we dive into Christmas. But that's just me. I get that brands want to like get their stuff out. Either way, this one is so cute. It is an It X Melt Cosmetics collection. I feel like this partnership just makes total sense for Melt Cosmetics. I love their brand. I always love their collections, and I think this is just like a really good match for them. This is the Welcome to Derry It collection. Welcome to Derry is the new like HBO show. It's the prequel, I'm pretty sure, to It. I'm very excited to see it. The products in this collection, firstly, there is the Welcome to Derry palette, which is $42. It is really beautiful. There's a shimmery red shade, there's a shimmery black shade, there's a shimmery bluish, greenish shade, but then there's these like orangey, yellowy shades, which makes sense with It. The color story very much is It, but I'm just looking at the yellow, and for me in particular, I would not use the shimmery orange and the matte yellow. They are really beautiful. I appreciate it. I'm just not instantly gravitated towards it personally. There's 2 different makeup bags. There's the Pennywise's Smile makeup bag and the Welcome to Derry makeup bag. The smaller one is $19. The Welcome to Derry one is $27. I'm really happy that they did 2 makeup bags. I know some people are like, why did they do that? That seems so extra, but I just think with collections, it makes sense because you want something like that. The fans of It are gonna look at it and be like, oh yeah, I want it. Either way, there is the Red Balloon Lip Pencil Perfectionist, which matches the Pennywise lipstick, which is a metallic red shade. The lip pencil is $19. The lipstick is $22. The metallic lipstick is so beautiful. It is like so metallic. There's a Clown Gel Liner Ultra Matte, which is $22. There's a lip set, which is $45. The eye set is $69. And the full collection is $99. I think the unicorns are really beautiful. I think the packaging is really beautiful. I really like the makeup bags. This is one nitpicky thing about Halloween collections in particular. I always think it's a really good chance for a brand to kind of venture out into like a special effects product. We always kind of see it from like NYX Cosmetics particularly. They always have their like special effects stuff, which they do at Halloween. And they always have a product which coincides with their Halloween collection as well. I just feel like it's always such a good touch because especially at Halloween as consumers, that's what we're looking for. And it's just kind of a cool chance to like venture out as a makeup brand and do something more special effects. And something like It it would be very, very cool. That's my nitpicky thing. All in all, I do think it's really cute. I think it does the job. It is a smash. Okay, moving on to a new lip product from Refy. Now, Refy is a brand which I have like not a love-hate. Sometimes I look at their products and their launches and I'm like, this just seems so gimmicky. They're one of those brands where they really like push the line a little bit. Like they're not afraid to push it further when it comes to formulas and packaging and all of that stuff. So it does make sense why sometimes I look at their products and think that like looks so gimmicky. This one though looks really, really intriguing. This is the satin liquid lipstick pen. The packaging just looks so interesting. It says the applicator combines a soft flock tip with a cooling metal roller ball for a precise sensory application. And yeah, the product is just very cool. It's this like pen type packaging. You push it down and it comes out of this like very cushiony applicator. I don't know, it just looks so interesting. The formula says to be a hydrating comfort wear liquid lipstick in buildable satin shades inspired by rich brown tones with an innovative applicator that hugs the lips to define and fill in one step with vitamin E. That's what I'm saying. Like the formula sounds really, really interesting. Like a hydrating, comfortable liquid lipstick. At first, when I was looking at the shades, I was like, oh, they're very, very neutral, very brown, but now it makes sense because it's inspired by rich brown tones. And I mean, that's the thing about Refy is they are very like neutral shade kind of brands. And hey, stick to what you want to, that's fine. So the shades are really beautiful. You have a warm pink shade, deep berry shade, you have warm brown, neutral brown, plum brown. And looking at the picture of all the lip shades on all the models, I was just like so entranced by this. I could have stared at it forever. It looks so glossy, so beautiful, so shiny. I need to try this immediately. If I didn't mention it yet, this product is $28, so definitely up there, but I feel like Refy is like a more expensive brand. I'm totally into it though. I think it could be amazing. It is a smash. Okay, I am happy to report that the beauty world is healing because Kylie Cosmetics has come out with the collection of all collections, people. And that is very surprising coming from me because I'm not even a big Kylie Cosmetics fan. So, no, she's doing something right. This collection is the King Kylie collection. It is a limited edition and I'm pretty sure it is her holiday collection. Anyways, the whole feel of it is just like 2016 to the core. On the outside of the unicarton, she has like pictures of her from 2016. One of the unicartons of her lippies, she has herself with the puppy filter on it. Also, her eyeshadow palette in the mirror has the puppy filter on it as well. It's just so cute. There's so many like good iconic touches, and whoever decided to do this on our marketing team genuinely deserves a pay raise because you did the damn thing, girl. So the products, there are 3 different shades of her gloss supple lip glaze. I haven't tried this and I didn't even know that this existed, but there are some interesting shades. There are 2 neutral shades, classic 2016 nude shades. Then there's this like silver metallic shade, which I'm very interested by. There are 4 different shades of her matte lip kit. There are 2 nude shades, a black shade, like a true black shade. And then there's this like cool brown shade, like classic 2016 liquid lipstick shade. There was one from Anastasia Beverly Hills I used to use all the time. I forget what it was called, but that's what this is reminding me of. There is a loose powder highlighter, which the unicarton is so cute. It has Kylie with her like blue hair on it, like all over the unicarton. The loose highlighter itself, I was very surprised by the loose formula because when I think of like 2016 highlighters, I just think of pressed highlighters. That's it. So the loose highlighter I feel like was definitely a move. Then once I saw the swatches of it, I was like, I trust that it could be good, but I think it was just like the angle of the swatch and then the picture of the swatch, like it just wasn't showcasing it very well. Like I wasn't very impressed by it. And I don't think a lot of people were. Then there's the holiday eyeshadow palette, which comes with a bunch of different metallic shades, which do look really, really beautiful. But I won't lie, the color story wasn't giving me like classic 2016 Kylie vibes. She could have done like a couple of the frosty shades. Like I like the ones on the far right side where there's that are kind of giving like the same color of her hair. And then if she had done like a classic 2016 cut crease bronzy eye, like with the orange in the crease as a transition shade and like work it out deeper in the outer corner and do like a really nice cut crease, like that would have made more sense to me. I'm just looking at the color story of this and I'm confused, not gravitated towards it. I'm not intrigued by it, but I do really like the packaging. Anyways, this will be available as of today when I upload this podcast, October 18th. So if you want to get your hands on it, you have to go. Will I be getting my hands on this particularly? Probably not, but I do respect it. I do appreciate it. And like I said, whoever came up with this on our marketing team deserves a raise. I'm going to give it a smash. Okay, moving on to a holiday collection. It is a Grinch collection, which I mean, is it even even the holidays without a Grinch collab? No. This one is from ColourPop, and I mean, ColourPop knows how to do a damn collection. They are popping those things out like no tomorrow. So this is inspired by the How the Grinch Stole Christmas Dr. Seuss book version of the Grinch, not all the movies and all the like spin-offs and blah, 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 blah. So firstly, there's an eyeshadow palette, which does look really, really nice. There are 15 festive matte metallic, matte sparkle, super shock, and pearlescent glitter shades. The How the Grinch Stole Christmas eyeshadow palette is $25. It is very beautiful if you're someone who likes a burgundy or rosy eye. Then there's a few little pops of color. There's like a shimmery kind of bluish shade, shimmery green, a shimmery kind of like greeny blue, like a sea mossy shade. Then there's a sparkly purple shade as well. I do actually really like the color story. I find sometimes the color story and ColourPop eyeshadows can feel a little bit random and just kind of like thrown together. Like it just doesn't always feel cohesive. Then from there are two different So Juicy plumping gloss bomb and lip liner kits, which are $16. There is the Berry Grinch kit, which is a berry red shade. And then there's Pinky Who kit, which is a baby pink shade. Really cute, really nice. There is the Liked Christmas a Lot Grinch Shadow Sticks Duo, which is a cool pinky lilac shade and a pinky taupe shade. That is $16. Change of Heart Super Shock Highlighter Duo, which is $16. You have two sizes too small, which is a warm champagne shade. Then there's Gru 3 sizes, which is a silvery baby pink shade. You have the Merry Grinchmas Swirl Lip Gloss Trio. That comes with 3 different shades for $24. It's giving like the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stacks kind of vibe. There's Sweet Little Tot, which is baby pink, Fake Reindeer, which is warm nude, and then the Mean One, which is cranberry. There is Gitterly Obsessed, which is $11. That is their body highlighter. It is in the shade Who Hash, which is an opal rainbow glitter sprinkled with white snowflakes. Super cute, and their body glitters are unbelievable. The full Grinch collection is $120, which is crazy. The affordability and the price point of ColourPop for the quality that they have is so amazing. I think it's super cute, and I mean, who doesn't love the Grinch, especially for a holiday collection? But I will say my one thing about ColourPop Cosmetics is it does feel like copy and paste when it comes to their collections. They tend to do the same products. They always have the highlighters. They always have an eyeshadow palette, which I mean is a lot of collections. They tend to do some form of their So Juicy lippies. They always have a body glitter. The shadow sticks now they always have. So it just kind of feels like they're always doing the same products. So if you're constantly buying the ColourPop Cosmetics collections, you're not getting a lot of variety in products, which is something I personally was finding. The collection all in all just kind of loses that special touch that it has when it feels like each collection is copy and paste a little bit. They're doing the same products, but just like slightly changing the packaging and like slightly changing the shades. Either way, I still think it's cute. Like I said, I think it does the job. And I think for the price point that ColourPop is at, like I said, with the quality that they have, it's really, really good and really worthwhile. So I'm still going to give them a smash. I would just love to see some variety moving forward in the products that they choose. Okay, moving on, we have a new eyeshadow stick from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the Glitz Show eyeshadow stick. Now it does look really, really beautiful, but just keeping it 100% real. I definitely went off e.l.f. Cosmetics after the whole Matte Rife situation. Personally, for me, it just left like a weird taste in my mouth. And already prior to that situation, I'd been having a lot of hit or miss products with e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'd found for so long that their products were really, really good, really, really consistent. And then for a while there, I was just trying product after product after product. And the products I liked were good, but the products I didn't like, I really, really, really didn't like. So yes, it's affordable and you don't mind as much spending the money and maybe not liking it. But when it's happening more and more consistently that you're not liking the products, it's just frustrating, point blank period. These, however, do look really, really beautiful. It says that it is a rich metallic eyeshadow stick with a shimmery foil finish, super reflective and long lasting wear for $8. And I mean, that's the thing about e.l.f. is you cannot argue with their prices. Either way, the shades are really beautiful. There's a champagne shade, you got gold, bronze, blue, amethyst, copper. They are lovely. And I mean, an eyeshadow stick is so easy to use, so versatile. For me personally, I always forget about eyeshadow sticks. They kind of just like go in my makeup collection and I literally don't touch them. So I'm never personally that gravitated towards eyeshadow sticks. Every time I use them though, I'm always like, these are amazing. Why don't I use them more? Either way, for me personally, it is a pass. Okay, moving on to a new flavor of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is in Hot Cocoa, and I've always been open on this podcast about not loving the lip sleeping mask. I want to love it. It doesn't love me. I had the weirdest reaction to this product. I don't know, it made me sad. I used it for way longer than I should have because like I said, I love this product. It just doesn't love love me. And this flavor in particular, hot cocoa, I mean, come on. This makes such a good gift. If you have someone out there who likes this product, this is definitely the flavor to get your hands on for a holiday gift, good stocking stuffer, you name it, she's there. Unless you're me, it's a pass. Moving on to a new collection from Cosmic Brushes, which I will say this looks so freaking beautiful. This is the Starlight collection, and it comes with a 20 pan palette, which the colors in here look so beautiful, which it's so funny because there's this area of the palette which has these like yellowish kind of shades to it, yellow and orange, like the It Melt Cosmetics palette that I talked about earlier. But these ones just feel a little bit more approachable and a little bit more wearable. The yellow is like a shimmery yellow, which for me in particular, I feel like I would like better. The orange shade is a matte shade, and it's more like a tangerine shade rather than like a true orange shade. And I just feel like that would look better on my skin tone. But you got purples in this palette, you got blues, you have this like nice row of some brown shades. But I think it's just like the organization of the palette. When you go down each line, you see the like separate color story within the whole eyeshadow palette. It's like a row where the yellows are, and that whole row of eyeshadows could be a look. Then the row of purples could be a whole look, and then the row of blues could be a whole look, and then the row of browns could be a whole look. I think it's the organization of the palette, which is just pulling me in. And it really does go to show that the layout of the palette really does matter. They have a highlighter palette, which has like a silvery shade in it, a blue shade, and then like a goldy coppery shade. Looks really beautiful. I'm not a highlighter user though, so that wouldn't be a go for me. They have 4 different gel liners, and they have 4 different lippies. They have 2 tinted lip oils, and there's like a blue lip oil as well. It looks very interesting. And then there are 2 liquid matte lipsticks. Now, when I went over to the pictures of them on the models, I was like, who approved this? Because I wouldn't have approved them. The liquid lipsticks look so dry on the lips. It's taking me back to like 2016 marketing photos for liquid lipsticks. So for me, the standout would definitely be the palette, but I think cohesively everything makes sense together. I love it. It is a smash. Okay, moving on to the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm Vault. This is for holiday 2025. Now, I feel like this is brand new. I have never seen them do a lip butter balm vault ever before. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Now, right off the bat, I always say we are lip butter balmed out. We are lip treatmented out. We have so many lip balms on the market, but it is one of my most highly used beauty products in my routine. So I would definitely use this, and I love this formula. People in the Trend Mood post were like, oh, who's going to use all of those? And I was like, I would use all of those. Anyways, it is a vault featuring all 12 balms, including 3 limited edition flavors, bundled in a vegan leather travel case for $220. You have vanilla, sweet mint, vanilla beige, brown sugar, poppy, pink sugar, cherry, iced coffee, which I didn't even realize that was a flavor. Sign me up. Pink guava, hot cocoa, toasted marshmallow, and birthday cake. So hot cocoa, toasted marshmallow, and birthday cake are the limited edition ones. Pretty sure. I think this is beautiful. I think it makes an absolutely amazing gift. Call me a basic white girl at heart. It is a smash. Okay, moving on, we have all of the products from the Milk Bar Bath & Body Works collection. I'm gonna run through these relatively quickly because I think I've talked about these in at least like 2 other episodes. So the scents are the peppermint bark truffle, cinnamon sugar pretzel, cereal milk soft serve, milk bar birthday cake, and raspberry holiday pie. Now, all of the products, you have a candle. Makes sense because it's Bath & Body Works, girl. You have the Milk Bar Truck Nightlight, which looks so beautiful. And all the fragrance plugs. You have the fine fragrance mist, you have the foaming hand soap, body wash, the Milk Bar Truck cookie jar, which I was like, that's random. The mini fine fragrance mist sampler set, the lip masks and lip scrubs. You have the pocket back holder, pocket back hand sanitizers, wallflower, fragrance refills, shapeable soap, diamond shimmer mist, Milk Bar cookie cosmetic bag, the fragrance booster, and laundry detergents, and the lip glosses. A lot of products, but I mean, that's what Bath & Body Works does. They come out with extensive collections. I just think this is it. I think Milk Bar and Bath & Body Works are a good partner. I've said that in the past episodes where I've talked about this. I like that there's a wide variety of products. There's lots of good gifts for the holiday season. Bath & Body Works always makes good gifts. It is an absolute smash. Okay, moving on to the holiday collection from EOS. Now, I have not used any of their body products. I think I used like their shaving cream back in the day, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit traumatized after the EOS lip balms. Similar to the Laneige lip sleeping mask, I was getting like a lot of tingling on my lips, a lot of like reactions on my lips. It was not a good time. I stopped using those years and years ago when they were really popular, but I always hear such good things about their body lotion in particular, so I'm like, I'm just gonna need to try it and see if my body reacts to it. So let me know if you have any experience, but these scents sound amazing. They have cocoa cashmere, caramel cashmere, and peppermint cashmere. cashmere. All of those scents come in the body mist and the body lotions. Similar to Bath & Body Works, I think that these make amazing gifts, really good scents, versatile scents, well-loved scents that a lot of people would like. Good stocking stuffers, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna need to go get these. Get me to Shoppers Drug Mart. It's a smash. Okay guys, moving on to our next segment. It is a brand new segment called Unrealistic Beauty Buys, where I take you through my beauty wish list of products I would love to buy but are so expensive, or the products that are so expensive that I look at and think, who the hell are buying these? Starting out first, we have the Shani Darden Pro LED Mask. Now, I have heard really, really good things about the Shani Darden skincare line. I've only tried the retinol and I do really, really like it, but her products are up there in price, including this LED face mask, which is $2,500 Canadian. Just like an absolute absurd amount for an LED mask, especially when there are so many on the market at like a reasonable price that are really, really good quality. Plus, on the Sephora website, the mask has 2 stars with 36 reviews. And people in the reviews are just saying it doesn't last after 2.5 years. So many people said it broke on them. It's way too expensive, not worth the money. One person gave it 2 stars and said, my cat peed on it and it stopped working. I'm so disappointed. Why can't this be waterproof? I was like, I have more questions about your cats. For $2,500, you may as well buy a bundle of like laser facial treatments. I feel like you would genuinely get more out of it than a $2,500 LED light mask. It's a hell to the no. Moving on to the La Mer body cream. Now, La Mer, all in all, is a brand I look at and think, who is using this other than like Cher and Oprah Winfrey? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Especially this body cream, it is $435. I would expect it to be amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the description does sound really nice. It says it's like a nurturing seaweed wrap. I've only had one seaweed wrap in my entire life. Because when I was in esthetician school, we did a full body wrap. It was amazing. It was so luxurious, so nice. So if that's what this feels like, sign me up. But also for $435 Canadian, not a good time. Moving on to the Dr. Dennis Gross Lip Wear LED lip device. Now this is the same as an LED mask, but it's for your lips. You like stick it in your mouth and then it kind of like goes around your lips. When this first launched like 2 years ago and I saw it on Trendmood, I genuinely thought it was a joke. I was like, what? I understand there are massive benefits for using an LED mask on your face, but for your lips, I'm like, I trust that there's like a little bit of benefit to it, but that much, like, is it that worthwhile? I don't know. It says in the description that it penetrates delicate lip skin to support circulation for enhanced natural color and visibly fuller, more defined lips over time. It supports natural collagen production to visibly reduce fine lines and wrinkles while smoothing skin around and on the lips. This is $200 Canadian, and I just genuinely look at it and think this is such a gimmick. I do think that this would be worthwhile for people who have dissolved a lot of lip filler, but just to help your lips like get kind of back to normal. I don't know, like that's it. But other than that, I don't understand the benefits. I don't get it. Okay, moving on to the Westman Atelier 5-piece brush set. Now this is $400 Canadian, and I just look at these brushes and think these are not worth $400 at all. And there are a lot of expensive makeup brushes on the market that are actually worthwhile. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, they may seem like they're overpriced, but the thing about makeup brushes, which we forget, is that if you take care of them well, if you wash them regularly and don't wash them super aggressively, actually take care of them really nicely, they should last you for years and years and years. So yes, it's expensive, but it's a really, really good investment rather than buying just cheap brushes that are gonna break on you constantly. But these Westman Atelier ones, I have never looked at a Westman Atelier brush and thought, wow, that looks really, really nice. And the other thing about makeup brushes is that it's easy to tell looking at a brush whether it's gonna be good or not. With makeup brushes, you can judge a book by its cover. You look at Hourglass and you think, wow, those look amazing, and they are amazing. NARS has amazing brushes and they are really good. Makeup Forever, really nice brushes, really good quality. They look really good and they are really good. These Westman Atelier ones, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe they are amazing, but I have never looked at their brushes and thought, wow, those look really good and really good quality. And the thing is about Westman Atelier, I actually love their makeup. They have some really, really good products. Their brushes though, I'm like, girl, you gotta go back to the drawing board on these ones. $400. Either way, guys, that is it for today's episode. As always, be sure to let me know what latest beauty launches you're smashing or passing. Also, let me know what your unrealistic unrealistic beauty buys are, whether you look at them and think, who the hell's buying them? Or you've had them on your beauty wish list forever. As always, if you like this episode, be sure to like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future episodes. Without further ado, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.